Welcome to KK Java Tutorials. In this video tutorial, we will learn about tar command in Linux. Yeah. So the Linux tar stands for tape archive. This command is basically used to create, archive, and extract archive files. Tar command in Linux is one of the important command which provides archiving functionality. We can use Linux tar command to create compressed or uncompressed archive files and also maintain and modify them. Now thing is that what is archive file? Well, an archive file is a file that is composed of one or more files along with metadata. Archive files are also to collect multiple data files together into a single file for easier portability and storage, or simply to compress files to use less storage space. Yeah. Now let's try to understand how we can create a tar file in Linux using tar command. To make this demo, I'm going to open my terminal by pressing Ctrl Alt T, and here you can see terminal has opened, right? Now here you can see on my desktop I have a test directory with many files. First of all, I'm going to show you the very simple command which basically here I'm going to generate a tar file for this directory is called test, which is having many files. So command is very simple. You have to write tar, and then after you have to write minus or dash, and here I'm going to write C. C stands for creating tar file, and then after V stands for verbose. Verbose means whenever you execute this command, then all the details is going to show you in the console or on terminal, right? How this command is going to execute step by step, those information will be displayed on the terminal. And finally F stands for here we have to specify the file or directory. For that we want to create the tar file. Yeah, so tar CVF, you understand meaning of every flag, right? And after that you have to give your tar name. So I'm going to create test.tar, and I would like to create this tar file for this directory is called test, which is having a lot of files. So I write that directory name, and if you press enter, then you will see here no such files. Okay guys, I'm extremely sorry. These files are basically my directory is available on the basically desktop, and I am just running this command in my home directory. So first of all I need to move to the desktop. So let me move to the desktop. Yeah, and here I am going to issue that command, whatever command I have written, right? So here I am using tar command, and my test directory is available at desktop, and right now I am at desktop, right? Also you can create from home directory. In that case you have to specify a complete path of this test directory or relative path of test directory, right? But already I have moved into the desktop, so that's just I am pressing enter, and here you can see this tar folder is created, right? And this tar folder is having this much content that is shown step by step because of this flag is called verbose, right? So this is the basically tar file which we have created for this directory, right, which is called test directory, right? Now let me clear the terminal. Sometimes you don't want to create basically tar for a given directory. You want to apply some kind of wild character and you are interested to create archive for the specific kind of file. So that is also supported by the tar command. So simply you have to write tar, then minus CVF, and after that you have to give the your tar name. Let's say I'm going to the tar name which I would like to generate t1.txt. T1.tar, sorry, extension should be always tar, and after that you have to apply the wildcard searching. So here I would like to basically create a tar by selecting all my txt file, right, or text file which is available on the desktop. So there are two files available on the desktop, right? And if I press enter, then here you can see t1.tar has been created. If you go inside, then you can see there are two files, right? So you can use wildcard searching as well, right? Using wildcard you can search all the files and you can create a tar as well, right? Now next thing, once you create the tar file, then how we can extract it, and that's why we have another command is called tar. And to create a tar you have flag is called C. Similarly, to extract you have a X command, right? And you have to write you have to write VF for verbose as well as to specify the file. So simply you have to write tar minus X VF and then your tar file name. So this directory I'm going to delete, and I have a tar. From this tar I would like to extract it, right? So tar file name you have to specify, that is test.tar. And if I press enter, then here you can see this directory is generated. Yeah. Now let's move ahead. Now next thing I'm going to show you how we can create .tar.gz basically file. That is also kind of basically gz means gzip file. This is a kind of basically a gzip file. So after .tar you can give one more extension for zipping that tar file, right? So to create a basically gz file is pretty straightforward. Here you have to give X is for extracting. So here to create a basically simple tar file you give the flag as C, right? So as we want to create not the tar but dot gz file, right? Tar dot gz. So here C stands for creating, and here you have to give the flag as z to create a gz kind of file. And here you have to give the file name. So here I am going to give the file name test.tar.gz, right? And after that, of course, you have to tell the directory name. For that you want to create .tr.gz file. So I'm just giving the test. This is the directory which is present. If I press enter, then here you can see test.tar.gz file has been created. Yeah. So of course you can apply the wildcards as I had applied to create a tar file. So same stuff you can apply over here as well. Now how to extract basically .tar.gz. So that's very similar to extracting a basically a tar file. So to extract a tar file we had used the command tar minus xvf and then tar file name, right? So here we have to do some change. X stands for basically extracting, and here you have to give the z. So z signifying that you are trying to uncompress .tar.gz file. So here .tar.gz file we would like to extract, right? So let me remove this file. Now if you press enter, then here you can see we get the uncompressed of .tar.gz compressed file, that is test, right? So creating and compressing creating and extracting of .tar.gz file is very similar to tar file, right? Only one extra flag we have to add, that is z, right? Now let me clear the terminal. So here just I have cleared the terminal. Now I would like to show you a couple of more commands related to tar. Now how to view the basically content of your tar file. So for that command we have a tar, and then you have to give the flag as tvf and your tar file name. So tar file name I'm going to give here test let's say test.tar. If I press enter, then this is showing the content of your tar file, right, with all kind of permissions and all, right? In that way you can basically see content of any tar file without extracting. Yeah. Now next thing I'm going to show you, let's say you would like to search a specific file within the tar, then how you can do that. Let's say you haven't extracted but still within the tar or within the basically tar.gz file you want to search something, right? So let's say in this test.tar, if I click over here, then inside that I have a lot of files. There is a jpg file, there is a png files. I would like to search png file. Then you have a command like tar, then you have to write tvf, and then after you have to give the file name that I'm going to give test.tar, and after that you have to give the wildcard. So I'm wildcards, hyphen wildcards you have to specify, and after that in single quote you have to specify. If you know the exact name of the file, then that you can specify. If you do not know, then you can use wildcard. So I'm going to use wildcard star.png. So all the png file within this tar file will be listed, right? If I press enter, then here you can see there is only one png file that is getting listed. But if you have more than one png, all files will be listed over here. Yeah, so guys, that's all I wanted to show in this video tutorial. I hope you enjoyed in this video. Guys, big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.